Yo, what's good, guys? It's Austin here, or Luna. Happy Halloween. Hope you guys are having a great Halloween so far. Today's story time is definitely a Halloween-themed story. Today's story time takes place on Halloween back in 2015, and I think you guys will enjoy it. This is definitely one of my craziest stories ever. And yeah, if you enjoy this, leave a like on the video, and let's just jump right into this. So yeah, like I said, today's story time all takes place in 2015 on Halloween night. And I was hanging out with a few friends of mine, just bored, didn't know what to do. We were too old to go to any Halloween parties because all of our friends had school the next day, so nobody was throwing any parties. And we were too young to go trick or treating. So we really didn't know what to do whatsoever. And then one of my friends has this idea. He's like, yo, do you guys want to go to the abandoned train yard and play hide and seek? And I was like, what? What abandoned train yard? He's like, oh, bro, you've never been there? There's this crazy ass, like, abandoned type junkyard with train cars all over it. And we go there and play hide and seek sometimes with all of our friends. And I was like, really? It's abandoned? Like, nobody owns it? He's like, nah, man, it's free game. Like, it's crazy. I was like, all right, shit, I'm down. So he calls up two more friends of ours, and then two more people come over. So at this point, it's like me and five other kids. And we go to this abandoned train yard place. And he wasn't lying. It was this dark junkyard type looking place with train cars all over the place. Some of them were flipped over, which was crazy. Like some of them were literally on their sides. And it was just super abandoned looking. He wasn't wrong. It looked like nobody had been there in a long time. So I was excited about it. I was like, shit, man, spooky hide and seek and some creepy abandoned train yard thing. I'm down for it. Fuck yeah. So we just got right to playing hide and seek. Now, I don't like being the seeker because I suck at finding people. So my friend Jason was the first person to be the seeker. And yeah, he counted backwards from 60. We all went and hid. Me and my friend hid together in this train car, like in the very back of it. And the cool thing about the train that we were hiding in is it still had seats in it. So you could just hide behind the seats. So we did that. We hid in the very back behind the seats. And we thought that we were unstoppable. We're like, yo, Jason is never fucking finding us. He's going to find everybody else but us. We're winning this shit. So yeah, we're just hiding back there. And I can see through the window Jason walking around with his phone flashlight trying to find everybody. And he walked by our train car a couple times, but he never walked into it. Maybe he just thought that no one was hiding in there. But then all of a sudden, while Jason was looking for us, we hear the loudest, like popping explosion type sound. And the minute we hear it, Jason takes off running full speed as fast as he can. And then all of a sudden, the entire abandoned junkyard just lights up. Like all of these lights turn on at the exact same time. It was a bunch of these bright ass construction lights. I don't know how we didn't see them when we walked in there, but they all turned on at once. And we see this guy standing in the middle of the abandoned junkyard holding a fucking shotgun. And he shot it in the air. And he goes, who the fuck is out here? I know you're hiding. And I immediately proceed to start having a panic attack because there is a man with a gun in the middle of the junkyard looking for us now. So now this hide and seek game has really become a hide and seek game of life or death. And the friend that I was hiding with looks at me. He's like, dude, what was that? I was like, bro, I'm looking out the window right now. It's some guy with a shotgun. He's walking around looking for us. He's like, what the fuck? Why? I was like, I don't know. And then right after I say that, this guy yells out while he's walking around, I own this property. Who the fuck are you and why are you here? And that's when I look over at my friend, the same friend that I was hiding with, the same friend that told me that this place was abandoned. And I was like, dude, I thought you said this place is abandoned. He owns it. And he's like, I don't know, man. I come here all the time. He's never been out here. So after this, me and my friend are just looking out the window as carefully as we can, watching this dude walk around with a flashlight in one hand and a shotgun in the other, looking for all of our friends, hiding in the junkyard, hiding in these train cars. And I can see him going into the cars one by one, looking for our friends. And I'm just hoping that most of my friends ran away the minute they heard the first shot, because I didn't want to know what would happen if he found any of us. So I see him going through all these train cars, and I look at my friend, and I'm like, yo, we have to make a run for it. He's like, what? No, we have to stay here. I'm like, dude, we have to run for it. This dude is going in every single train car. And when he comes in ours, he's going to see us. And I don't know about you, man, but I don't want to die tonight. And he's like, dude, I don't either. And I was like, okay, then we got to run for it. He's like, all right, should we go now? I was like, no, not yet. He just came out of the other car. He's looking around in the yard. He'll see us. And then I see him look right at our train car, the one that we're hiding in. And then he shines the flashlight on the front of it and he starts walking towards ours. And I look at my friend and I'm like, dude, he's coming to ours. He's coming to the one that we're in right now. He's like, what? Are you serious? I was like, dude, get the fuck down right now. Get down, get down. And me and my friend duck down as low as we can. We're practically under these seats. And we are just shaking in pure terror, thinking that we're about to die. Like, I honestly thought in my head, like, yep, this is it. This dude's going to walk in here. He's going to check all of the seats. He's going to see us hiding under the back ones. And then you know what happens next. And I'm freaking out. I'm trying to stay quiet. And he's just getting closer and closer. And we can hear the footsteps coming closer to the train. And then we hear him yell, if anybody's hiding in any of these trains, you better get out of here now. And then right after he says that, we hear him step foot up the stairs into the train car that we were hiding in. He was officially in the train car with us. And he's shining his light around the whole train car, but he's not walking any further. He's just standing in the front. And somehow, some way, we got so fucking lucky that he didn't see us under the seat. He didn't walk far enough in the back to see us. He just stayed in the front and shined his light around. And the light that he shined, he only shined at the top of the seats, looking for people in the seats. He didn't look under the seats, and that's where we were hiding. And he turns around and he walks off the train car. But as he's walking off, my cell phone vibrates. It goes off. I got a text message. Luckily, my phone was on vibrate mode and the ringer wasn't on, because if that was on and my phone made that ding noise and that dude heard it, I don't even want to know what would have happened. But yeah, he didn't hear it as he walked off the train car, and he started searching another train car nearby after ours, and that's when I knew we had to run. I looked at my friend, and I was like, dude, we have to go now. He's in another train. He won't see us. Let's go now. And we get up, and we run out of that train so fucking fast, through the junkyard, full speed into these woods, just in the middle of nowhere, just running, with no destination other than getting as far away from that junkyard as possible. And we must have ran for like 20 minutes straight. We were so amped up on adrenaline and fear that we just kept running until we couldn't run anymore. And we ran all the way through these woods, onto the other side of the woods, onto this random road. And I pull out my phone to see where my friends are. And that text message that I got earlier was from one of my friends. He's like, yo, are you guys still in the junkyard? Where are you guys? We're all by the 7-Eleven. And that's when I knew that all my friends got out safely. And I just sighed with relief because all my friends were okay. So I texted them to come meet us on this road, and they did. We all met up. We all hugged each other in relief because we were all okay. And I just remember being so happy that everybody was fine. And they told me about what happened. So Jason was searching, and when he heard the first gunshot, everybody ran. Jason ran, everybody else ran. They knew what was happening. They were also all hiding in pretty much the same exact spot. It was like behind a train car in the very back of the junkyard, right by the woods. So they weren't even in a train car like we were. They were just behind one. So when they heard the loud bang, they just ran away as fast as they could because they knew it was probably somebody that owned the property. While meanwhile, me and my friend were hiding in a train car, just like not knowing what was happening until all the lights turned on. So yeah, moral of the story is, don't go hiding on random people's property. Even if you think it's abandoned, be careful, do your research, don't just go into some random spot because your friend says it's safe. Yeah, this story time very well could have ended very differently if it went any other way. So we all got extremely lucky, and in the end, we were luckily okay. But yeah, guys, needless to say, that was one of the most terrifying Halloween nights I've ever had in my fucking life. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you enjoyed this story time, please leave a like on the video. I'd really appreciate it. Feel free to leave your story times in the comments down below, and subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys all later. Peace.
Even the night you be wanting to fight. When I pull up you see it's like, oh shit. Cut all these ties cause they plan my demise. They all snakes and I think it's been showing. I got some issues, they haunting me daily. I'm losing my